Hey, Okinawa, what is going on? This is Jen on 76.1 Koza.
Konbanwa, it's Losa speaking.
It's King Takashi on your mic.
You already know KR1. Got to step in front of DJ M, but she in the back throwing out the tracks.
DJ M.
DJ M. Special guest is KR1. Yes, he is back in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got to filter him because sometimes the things he be saying, we want to make sure we don't get fined.
Yeah. I'm not trying to.
Hardest. Try
I'm trying
hardest.
To break records over here.
And we got King Takeshi over there with the orange imperial gown.
That's Chinese.
Actually, no, it's King Joffrey, you know what I'm saying? Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. Well, with his Game of Thrones imperial gown.
Yeah, look at that. See?
Either way, it's an imperial gown.
Yeah.
Of
royalty, yeah.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
all right, royalty. I see you with the hair.
Yeah, that hair is it's natural.
It's
you know what I'm
royal.
saying?
It's royal. It's royal
natural
hair. I like it.
African hair, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I feel you. So we're gonna start off. I mean, I think it's really good. We start off with some things going on. Back in the States, in the United States. It's a very controversial. It can be very controversial, depending on your stance. I guess where you stand as far as your feelings towards other human beings. And I'm speaking about what's happening in like Charlottesville or what's happened and just racism and Trump's comments on Twitter and the feelings towards the president and the right wing, left wing, liberal, Republican, Democrats, tree huggers, you know what I'm saying, KKK, Nazis,
Black
BLM, Black Lives Matter. I mean,
Blue
just
lives
everything
matters,
that's going
all
on.
that lives matters, you know what I'm saying?
Right, everything that's going on. What are you guys' feelings about it? How do you guys feel when you guys either turn on the news, get on your phone, scroll through Facebook? What are your feelings you're feeling being Americans overseas, not being directly in the thick of it, but indirectly because most of us in here are American citizens. So we do belong to the United States.
And most of us is minorities in general.
So how do you
Listen,
feel?
That's my commander in chief. I'm a yes man, and I'm in the Navy. I can't even talk today. I'm in the Army, so I'm a
Okay,
yes
so
man.
okay, all right. Well, you don't have to speak on the president, but you can speak on your feelings towards what's happening.
Y'all have fun.
I'm not really a political type of person, but I do observe what little I hear, and it doesn't sound like it's too much positivity going on. I talk to like some people that aren't from America, and they say, "Oh, I want to come to America. It's great," but we're like so divided. You know what I mean? As a country,
Right.
so I don't really agree with any of that. But it goes against everything I believe in. That's for sure. That's all. That's my only take on it.
King.
I would say, my personal opinion on it, since I've been over here, I'm not directly affected by it, but I got a son in the States, and it actually, it kind of touches home, when I have to give him life lessons on certain stuff that he can't do because of his skin color. So,
Right.
You tearing up right now?
no, I'm not tearing up.
I just want to make sure.
Nah, I haven't
I
smoked
heard that
today
crackle in
yet.
your voice.
I
man.
haven't smoked today, so it's a different. If I was, that's another story. Yeah, but I have a strong opinion about what's going on.
Right.
So we're just gonna leave it like that.
And what about you, DJ M? I want to know because you being like not from the United States, but seeing the things that you do maybe on Facebook or something, or what are your views or opinions about what you see that's going on? If you've seen any of that, that has been going on, just through, social media, for example, which is not necessarily always the best way, but sometimes it's our only way, and we get a little snippet of, there's always three sides to a story, you know what I'm saying? And, what do you feel?
Because I grown up here, it's just like no race or no discrimination. So it's really hard to talk about it. But when I see it on TV, it's just like, I just don't know why
You don't understand it.
Yeah, can people just get along or
Right.
just all lives matter, right? So I was like,
Right.
I just don't get it. But it's a history behind it.
Right.
So it's a long story. But then Okinawa has like Okinawan people hate Americans.
Right. So they have their own. There is a little bit of tension here when
Yeah.
it comes to Americans and Okinawans and the
But
history.
even I see that, I'm like, to talk about history, but we can't really do nothing about it. So why don't we just get over it and just, have a good relationship?
and just pretty much change, you know what I mean, our futures instead of holding on to something that we can't change. You're absolutely right.
Because like those like retired military people feeding Okinawan kids, they have like a restaurant. Yeah, so I was like, to looking at that, it's just like, there are so much people doing good stuff.
Right.
But those topics does not go to the TV, but only social media.
Right.
But bad news just going on the TV, and a lot
course.
of people have wrong opinion about the people out here. So I was like, that just hurts me. So
No, that's true.
Yeah, it's a lot of good things going
absolutely-
on in
There
the
are a
world.
lot of good things that happen. There's a lot of people that do really good things and it gets overshadowed by the negativity, and we hold on to this hate. And I just it saddens me because I grew up in Japan, so I've always been a foreigner. You know what I mean? Not living in where I'm like the country I belong to. I was born in Japan, but I was born on a military base, so I am a U.S. citizen. I'm not Japanese. I'm Filipino and white. I don't speak Japanese, but I lived in Japan my whole life. You know what I'm saying? But when I go to the States, sometimes I feel I'm like, man, I want to go back to Japan because it's what I'm used to. Because of it's just such a different culture, and I was married to a man, and he's black, and there were things that we had to go through. There were things that I could do that he couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in New York waving down a cab.
Right.
He's not getting a cab in Times Square. I'm gonna get the cab in Times Square while he sits along the building wall. And then once I sit in the cab, because the rule is you get in the cab, and then the cab can't deny your service. Then I wave him over to get in the cab with me. I make sure the door is open. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the seat so he can't just speed off.
I never knew that.
But
I
that
never
was
been to
our.
Times
I mean,
Square.
that was just something that him being back overseas for like years, he forgot. You know what I'm saying? Because he grew up in Jersey and like New York and stuff like that. So it was like he always took public transportation and things like. So when he got back to the state, I mean, he was angry because it was frustrating because you're in Japan and you wave a cab down and most of the time they're gonna stop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you don't really have that issue. But yeah, so I just feel like everything going on in the media or on social media is just really disheartening sometimes, but I would just hope that we can all see through, you know what I mean, like what's happening. You know what I mean? If you're going to focus on like the negative aspects of things and we're just going to keep digging, you know what I'm saying, back into our history. I'm not saying you shouldn't understand our history or the history of the United States, the history of everybody's people and where, you know what I mean, roots and stuff like that. But I thought it was really interesting. I was watching a
think-
video about DNA.
Right. I was going to say, I think it is actually, you need to know people's history.
You
to
do.
to
And-
understand the people.
Absolutely. I
And
do
so-
believe that. And that's what I'm saying, the whole DNA thing. If a lot of those people that are so hateful against other people would just sit down and take a DNA swab and they
They'll
were to
realize,
see where
yeah.
they really come from,
Yeah.
they would see that we're a lot more connected than everybody's, you know what I mean? Like sitting here trying to say like, white this, black that, and then it's like, okay, hello, what about Native Americans? Did we forget about them? How we
Shout out to them.
because we have one in the building.
Shout out to them.
Can we not are we not talking about how we push them to, you know what I'm saying, to the outskirts of nothing? Like, you know what I mean? Like taking I mean, come on, like white people were not I wasn't here back in the day, but I probably guarantee that blonde hair, blue eyes wasn't, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? In Kansas, you know what I'm saying? Like a million years ago type, you know what I'm saying? Like there
Yeah,
were
and-
natives on this land, that I just feel like we're just, people are bullies. People are bullies.
They borrowing land,
They're borrowing land.
not paying taxes.
they stole it. and then they try to make it. I mean, the history of the United States is pretty is pretty brutal. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about it, came to another land, they were like, oh, ain't nobody here. There were people here.
I was here.
Yeah, right. There were people here, but they were like, oh, but they're you know they're not as advanced or whatever you want to say, just because maybe they didn't have certain weapons or
And
certain
then we came
things,
here afterwards. You know,
and they didn't build a
came
certain
on a
way.
boat.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody came over in boats. You know what I'm saying? Eventually through time, and then we just started this continuous reign of
Yeah.
you know controlling of people and
Rich,
putting
white-
people in boxes and
white owners. Cotton.
pushing people into
From Georgia.
neighborhoods, and it's frustrating because to this day, and the only way we're going to change it is if we start from the beginning, and that's our kids. That's the only way
Yeah.
we're going to change it.
Yeah.
Because
I had to
we
tell my
can-
son that too.
Right.
Because, my first wife, she was white. So, Caucasian.
Look like you got 10 wives.
And nah. And so my son always said, "Hey, I'm white." I was like, "Nah, son, you black." When people see you, they see you, you're black. You're not white. You're not a mixed kid. You're black. So I mean, and then I have to preach that to him. Saying certain stuff you can't get away with. Your friends may get away with it, but you can't get away with
It's a
it.
shame you have to do that.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I went back home on leave, like, yeah, it was vacation and I had a good time, but America's tense right now. You can just tell, just the vibe is different.
Right.
Customer service is different. Like, everything is completely different.
I had to go on Ancestry.com. You know what I'm saying? I paid like $99 to do my
Yeah, it's
the research.
ridiculous.
Yeah, find out a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Came
shout out
from
to
England.
Okinawa, man.
I came to England. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
My ancestors came from
Love it
England.
here.
Shout out. Yeah, no, I mean, I wrote something on Facebook because I was really frustrated, and I usually
I did
don't.
read that.
I seen that.
Did you?
I had to
I
write
didn't
something.
see that. What'd you say?
I had to write something similar to that.
Can you pull
today.
that up? Can you pull that up
I'll
real
let
quick?
you-
It's
I'll let
it's
you
on the
read it.
top of, and I'll read it because it's kind of how I feel about. I get really frustrated, and I try not to because I'm the type of person that would go to rallies. That's me. I am.
I ain't going to no rallies.
I am the type of person that would go to. I would do things like that. I would go to the different. I would. Because I'd feel like I need to be a part of. What I'm saying, doing something and trying to be a part of doing something to try to change. Even though I know those end up becoming crazy.
I remember my granddad
Crazy
telling me a story like
situations.
that. He was telling me a story about that, like when the KKK came and did a rally in Orlando. And
I would
this-
end up. I would probably end up getting into a fight. I think I would
Yeah,
get so
yeah, yeah,
frustrated.
yeah.
It would be so heated. You'd be like, "This isn't right."
And this
can go to a rally like
this is in the early '80s. This is
Start
talking about in the
swinging.
early '80s when it's not as equal as it is today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah,
Let me see.
a lot of crazy stuff happened back then. They had Montgomery Ward back then, though. So.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, it's just so.
In certain
And then
cities, you
seeing
can't go
the
into
comments on from leaders, top leaders in the United States, the president's, tweets, the Joint Chief of Staff's tweets. We could talk about those because those were pretty. I actually appreciated seeing that.
And Bennett,
that they
he tweeted too, man.
they all said that the Navy, Army, Marines, and Air Force, and they all pretty much said we will not stand for
They made us take an ethics class.
racism or hate. When it comes to anything, it's about it's about standing together as
was
a
shocked.
united
I thought
front.
Yeah, I
that
was-
cool.
yeah,
It was
shocked.
really cool.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
shocked.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
certain
this
ti-
is what I wrote.
Oh, listen.
It's a little. It's not too bad, but and I like I said, I don't normally get on social media and try to but I was so frustrated.
Spit that knowledge, yo.
So it starts. I don't usually do this, but I have to vent.
Yes. Vent.
They want us to keep hating, allowing beep, that's not important,
Yep.
to cloud our reasoning. If you have to hurt someone to express your opinion, that's wrong. Point blank, period. We all have a difference in opinions and views, but first and foremost, we are human and we all should be treated as such. All that other beep doesn't matter. Y'all keep saying it's because he is white and because he's black. It's because he's a Jew and he's a Christian. He's KKK and he's BLM. And all that ish doesn't matter. Labels is what got us here to begin with, pointing down at others because you think you're better, all because of some secondary label. We need to elevate ourselves, and I mean everyone. All the deep pockets in this world are toying with us, playing with playing these war games, and we're deep in it too as they're effing pawns. When are y'all going to realize if we don't start from the very beginning and teach our children, this will never end, never, until we all kill each other. Yeah. So
War is big business.
War is the only business.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how everybody get rich. You know what I'm saying?
People, well, it's about what is it, natural resources, who has the bananas and the oil and the, you know what I mean, like who has the land and the, you know, it's not about all this other stuff is not what it's there. It's like the Matrix.
Money, power, respect.
It's
man.
the Matrix. They keep you in this bubble. They get you upset. You get pissed off about things like this, and then underneath it all, our taxes are getting hiked up. You know what I'm saying? Like we can barely survive on the money we do make. You know what I'm saying? Like families are starving, and around the world, people aren't eating. People aren't getting health care. You know what I'm saying? People are getting sick, and we're over here worried about you know what I'm saying. Who's better than who? That's so backwards. It pisses me off. And there's more important things going on. I mean, I'm not saying that's not important. I'm saying we're so focused in on it. You know what I'm saying? That if everybody, like black, white, everybody were to say, look, it's not gonna happen, but let's all shake hands, hug, and be like, let's focus on feeding our children and raising them to be better human beings so the next generation can grow up and realize we can all coexist and you know what I'm saying, and focus on the important issues, you know what I'm saying, of living and these fruitful lives that are minus all the violence and things, but that's been going on since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's always been like
since
that.
the beginning of time. As long as one man says, I want this, like this, I want more than him, there's always going to be a fight. There's always going to be an argument. There's always going to be a power
You need your
struggle.
wife. So hand over. That's that
Right.
man right there.
Exactly. He's like, I would like your wife now.
Well, hello, what's your name? Yeah, that's
Hey.
it.
Hey, if she comes this way, hey,
yeah,
it's
but
my problem.
Maybe speaking of wives, we're gonna go into our next topic after maybe DJ M is gonna play some music and bring us into our next topic. We'll lighten it up a little bit. I just felt like we needed to
That was heavy. That was very heavy,
It
though.
was really heavy. It was heavy. Yeah, it is. It's a heavy topic. But yeah, go ahead, DJ M. Let's go ahead and lighten the mood.
Yeah, I really had to talk to my son. I had to tell him. I was like, little boy, you are not white.
Thank you,
Well,
Keith.
you are technically, but
Appreciate
not.
y'all.
yeah, like he look like almost like Jen, but a little bit darker.
You got any kind of color see.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
So next up, we're going to be talking about marriage, past and present, and
His
then
mom
we're
was
going to be
white,
talking
skinny.
about how far would you go
No,
sexually.
it was a
We're going to switch
that was
gears
a great
real
party.
quick.
Just put it like that.
We're going to switch gears.
A great party that ended up with him like 6 weeks later. What happened?
Oh my God, can I have three?
They cut it short.
Hey, and
Yeah.
we're back.
Oh, we did cut
What's
it short.
going
I was
on?
waiting for the intro.
What's going on? Hold on, I gotta like cough a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
So tonight, I will be at TK Cafe for the Black and White Party.
Hey, shout out to Yuki on there, man. He's my hairstylist.
And yeah, there's a Black and White party for like a Leo Black and White party. It's MC the Prince's birthday, Rachel Ramos, Ashia Britton,
Shout out to that boy MC Prince, yo.
right?
Yeah,
Happy
he doing
birthday.
he doing big things
Doing
out
big
here. I like that. Yeah,
things.
and he gonna be there Sunday too. You know, he gonna be performing live Sunday.
Celebrity Sunday.
At Celebrity Sundays. You know, we gonna be lit at that.
Where's that?
RGC. Yeah,
RGC.
Yeah.
You already
We're making
know
big numbers,
Black
yeah.
Rose, we're gonna be out there turning up too. But it's crazy. I got DJM in the bag.
That Black Rose.
Yeah.
I can't hop up those stairs. Sorry, guys.
it's all
Anything on the first floor, I'll support. You feel me?
It's all
Until maybe next week, I'll start actually hobbling upstairs and stuff because that's when I'm putting more pressure on my foot to walk again. Because you know
that
I'm
rehab.
on these crutches.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, tonight gonna be tight though. I mean,
Tonight
it's
gonna be
really
good.
tight.
Yeah,
I'll
I'ma
be
go-
blessing the mic though at
go
TK Cafe. You know what I'm
go
saying? I'm gonna get on the mic. You know, do my thing.
Oh, man.
My cup of Hennessy.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
over
it's
there.
gonna
I will be. Yeah, I'm gonna be over there too, chilling. But I'm gonna be chilling. So
Hey,
I'm
you
not
gonna drink
walking around
too?
the building. I will be drinking because y'all gonna be bringing me drinks though.
I'll be walking around the building,
Because-
probably not drinking though.
Because I can't be crutching and then I'm gonna slip because people probably gonna be dropping. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
y'all see me at TK Cafe, come to me and say hello. Not because I'm bougie,
Just bring a drink.
because I can't walk up and chase y'all around the club.
And
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
Hi.
alcohol.
Bring your drink and an extra one.
Also, we gotta put out there. You know, if ladies, if you have not bought your tickets yet for September 3rd, you need to go
Ooh,
ahead
yes,
and buy your
the
tickets.
Make It Wetter tour.
We got to make you wetter tour.
ladies.
We got Shy Boy.
I already got some people. Hey, we got
Dream
some
Boy
tickets
coming
being
through.
sold.
I
Absolutely,
don't
because
know
I
what
already
they
got a
talking
couple people bought some VIP tables. I got
Yeah.
some. They're trying to get in there. You know
Yeah,
what
you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
saying? No
We're trying to get that
cameras will
shit-
be in the building. No
Hey,
cameras will be allowed. No video.
And guess what else we're gonna do? I'm gonna do something else special for y'all ladies right now. So if you go in there and you get your tickets now,
out to Tulsa.
and you do the code word, which is wet.
WET WET.
You know what I'm
Wet
saying?
wet is the code.
It's just the code word, wet. You know what I'm saying? And you get that discount.
So ladies,
And that's
if
for
you're trying to get
Tokyo
that
and
discount.
for
We're trying
Okinawa.
to get that
Tokyo and Okinawa. The
I'm trying to see
discount
that
code,
slippery, you
King
know what I mean?
Takeshi has spoken. It is
Yeah.
wet
Wet to-
WET.
yeah.
Ladies, come through. There will be no cameras. It is September 1st in Tokyo at Line Club in Roppongi, and September 3rd. Well, that's September 1st. Yeah, in Tokyo. September 3rd
Third here.
at Club Diamond.
And then also, ladies, I just added a private meet and greet on September 2nd here in Okinawa.
In Okinawa, you can get
And
your
so
little, you can
that's-
get your panties wet
I
prior
guess you
to
can
the
get
event.
your real wet on.
Yeah, and that's gonna be at a private location, and that's gonna be disclosed probably next week.
Private.
Next week. So if you buy your tickets now, you get that special invite to the private meet and greet. That's only if you buy your tickets from now until Wednesday.
And you
Can I
gotta
get
put
an
that wet
invitation?
shit.
Yeah.
DJ M will be DJing.
Yeah, DJ M is gonna be blessing us in the building.
Okinawa, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, DJ M will be DJing.
And I will be on the mic, you know what I'm saying? Along with Shy Boy, myself,
Yeah, I
and
feel
Jen. We're gonna be on the mic, you know what I'm saying? MCing.
Yes,
Getting this money.
Be in the building, making sure them ones are ready for y'all ladies,
And I'm
and
bringing
the
a whole
gentlemen
bunch of
are gonna
cool
be oiled
girls.
up and ready to go. We have
And I have a local dancer that's gonna be there too, ladies. So
a gentleman.
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be him.
It's not gonna be me. It's not gonna be me. I promise it ain't gonna be me.
He gonna be out there with a gold roll.
Oh my god!
Hey, I might come out there with the golden speedos, you know what I'm saying? Might do it.
Sock on.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to be wearing. No, I'm joking. I will not be wearing a
Pasties.
golden speedo, but
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Jen, time to go shopping.
I will just be wearing pasties. No, I'm joking.
And I have my hair
Never
braided. I have
again
my hair braided, so
will
you know
I
what I'm saying?
put
I
on
be looking like R.
pasties.
Kelly and
Just
shit.
pasties.
But it's the show's not for me though. I mean, ladies aren't coming there to see like breasts, so it won't matter what the
They
hell
come to
I
see
have
me,
on.
though.
They're trying to see some meat.
I mean,
But
We got
all
another
the
event,
people.
too. Can I shout out my other event? that
yeah,
I'm gonna be
please.
at?
What you got coming up?
It's on what's your event?
September
September
3rd.
Oh shit.
September 2nd.
September
September 1st.
3rd.
It's the
September
same.
3rd. that phone party.
Yeah, the phone party September 3rd.
DJ battle. DJ KR1 gonna be there, so that's all y'all need to know.
And Nick and Dan. Nick and Dan.
Yeah, Nick and Dan. We
Yeah.
live,
Social
baby.
media guys. We
out
live,
here.
baby.
We live.
So definitely, that's also September 3rd. So y'all gotta have a choice. You know what I'm saying? So while all your boyfriends and husbands are at the phone party, ladies come to my party. See how that works?
Yeah, and
So,
so,
I
you
want all
get
the
nice
guys.
and
Let
wet.
all the
And you-
guys go to the phone party, and then all the females come to my party.
it's
Hey
a
guys,
turn-up. It's
and
a
guys,
turn-up party.
we ain't gonna leave y'all out either. We have an after party afterwards.
Oh, we do. Yeah, we're
And
gonna open
you
the
can buy-
doors.
and so you can buy them tickets too. You know what I'm saying? After you finish getting all foam and globe and whatever.
Yeah,
you
y'all
get-
can come to the after party, and
and
there'll be
see-
ladies in the building already, and they
and
be
they'll be
ready to
slippery
go.
there too.
They be already.
Hey, it'll be wet and wild, but a
They be-
different kind of wet.
They be wet. They be wet already.
It'll be wet already. Everybody about to be wet.
You know what I mean? And we going into the early mornings. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
they want to party all night.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So let's get into let's talk about it just a little bit before we get into, because we're gonna see everybody's feelings about marriage, past and present. Marriage today, marriage yesterday. And when I say yesterday, I mean back in the day, people getting married, being married for like years upon years, and then nowadays people getting married and married
Yeah.
for like
I think my longest marriage
No.
only lasts like 2 years.
how many times have you,
You
been
got like
married?
10
Twice.
wives.
Oh, twice. So, I mean, what do you think is do you think it's the age of technology? Do you think it's,
Yes.
No, I think it was just me.
Yes.
oh my gosh, we're not
I
talking
say
about
yes.
you.
Well, I'm just saying that's the reason why it ended so short.
I say F marriage today.
F marriage
for sure.
today?
And
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Just because not completely, obviously, but the majority, yes, F marriage today. That's how I feel, because I could speak on, like, my grandparents have been together for 61 years. I was home on leave. They had their 61st marriage anniversary. That was
Right,
dope.
right.
My parents have been together since the year before I was born, so that'll be 23 years in February. So I can speak on, like, marriage is not always going to be the best. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? You got to stick together through whatever. And today, that's just not what's being preached. You know what I mean? People just like so temporary that anytime they have a problem, they just get rid of it.
But-
you know what I mean?
oh yeah, my real parents, they've been together forever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that I think it
But they've
also
been going
goes.
to jail back and forth, so I mean, they really haven't been together.
But I mean,
But technology does have a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
You lose social skills completely when you're just used to texting people. Rather
absolutely.
than calling or going to see someone.
Right. That's
or-
why
you
it's
know what I mean?
very big for me when I meet somebody. If you can't have a conversation with me face to face, it's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
I love having conversations with girls.
You know,
That's
it's
the
not.
thing.
Absolutely. I'm gonna be like, you can't even. So you tell me everything through text, but when I see you in person, you don't say nothing. To
Yeah,
That
me.
means he don't got
completely
no
different.
heart. He don't got no heart.
You
He
know
don't
what I mean?
got no balls.
When you think
That's-
about it, when you
that's what that
text,
is. Yeah.
you have a second to think about it, and you can erase.
That means
and-
you don't
and
have no
type
courage.
Again, you know what I mean?
That's all
No,
that
there's,
is.
yeah, you're right. Courage to be able to like say
Yeah,
something.
say something
like-
and not feel the rejection. You know, he don't want to
Yeah.
feel that rejection up in personal. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right, because everybody posts about everything on Facebook, so they don't want to be talked
He don't-
about.
he don't want but yeah, I mean, you can get screenshot nowadays, so
Oh, yeah.
that's even
No,
worse.
absolutely.
That's even worse
There's
than
nothing
getting
to talk about.
rejected. Yeah.
You post everything you do, so it's not like you see somebody. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to?
Matter of
I
fact, that's
see
the
what
reason
you've
why I
been up
don't
to,
text
you know what I
girls
mean?
anyways, because I ain't trying to get screenshot. I don't.
Oh
see
yeah, you
people
ain't trying to get
screenshot.
caught up.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get screenshot by nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, hey, talk on the telephone. Hey, let me come through. We can talk personal. You know what I mean?
I hear everybody, but I don't know none what y'all talking about. I text, talk, all that. It has to be equal.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, it
If
gotta be
I
equal, but
cannot
I'm just
have,
saying, I ain't trying to get screenshot by anybody either. So
Shit.
if somebody cannot talk to me like and share a conversation with me, it's just not. It's not the whole. And as far as marriage wise, I just think
Communication.
everything
is important.
it communication. But they said the people that have been together the longest said mutual respect is actually
That's
what
real.
kept them
Which
together.
is lacking
Because
today.
because when communication breaks down, if you don't respect one another, then it's not going to work, because there's going to be days where you cannot communicate with somebody. You're frustrated, you're angry, whatever the situation is. Communication is going to break down. But if you constantly have a mutual respect for one another, so when the communication breaks down, you're still like, you know what? I don't want to do anything to, ultimately hurt him or disrespect him, and vice versa. You know what? I know I'm really pissed right now. We can't really talk right now, but I want to make sure that I don't disrespect my girl or my fiance, my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to take you above and beyond a lot of other relationships.
Yeah, that's a
It's the
maturity
respect
thing,
that
too.
just absolutely,
yeah, I think
absolutely.
respect is key. Definitely key.
You gotta
That
be.
they said people that have been together, they did what is it, like polls,
I'm
and
pretty
they
sure
said
they
it was
did cheat though sometimes.
I gotta be
but
comfortable,
that's
man.
dependent on your relationship and what you have between one another. You can't go into it thinking like that. You have to
Well, I
go
didn't say
into
you
it
had
with
to
the
go-
other person.
I didn't say
and
you have
like
to go
have,
into a relationship
you know,
thinking
have
about
understanding.
that.
Listen.
I'm pretty sure it happened though. It had to.
Listen,
Study,
you gotta be
study.
comfortable. Y'all gotta be comfortable to talk to anybody. If you're talking to a female, you gotta be comfortable. If you're talking to a male, you gotta be comfortable
Right.
to talk to him.
Absolutely.
Shit, if I'm getting a call, I'm on the shitter. I'm answering that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. But I'll answer on FaceTime.
Right.
What?
Nigga. Beep. But listen. But shit.
No, but you're right. If you cannot talk to somebody and be who, it's about being
Being
true to
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, being yourself.
If you cannot be yourself, if there's some part of you that you feel like you have to hide for somebody that you potentially really care about, it's not gonna work.
yeah. That's
Because
true.
eventually, whether it be a month, a year, 10 years, that truth
Bruh.
is gonna come out.
Bruh, if you can't fart near the person that you next to and laugh about that shit, then you guys ain't fucking. Y'all ain't right. Sorry, damn.
And you cannot push
Beep,
out the
beep.
girlfirm from that
Hey,
car
yeah,
either.
and it
Oh,
was
true
kinda
that,
like,
true that. I think that's real.
Light will always show in the dark or something like that.
Yeah. What goes on in the dark
Yeah,
will
always-
always
yeah.
be brought to light.
Yeah, my grandpa would say some crazy stuff like that all the time.
But I mean, it's true though, because if you're not living your true self and you're with somebody and you really care about this person, right? And you guys are building this relationship and you're building this foundation. If the foundation is built on secrets, then
Well,
shit
it's not necessarily
will crumble.
secrets. What if you tell them, up front?
Well, no, but then that's fine if you can talk to them. If you, as you get to know someone
Build
and
two
you get
relationships at one
comfortable,
time.
you slowly peel away certain things about you. I'm not saying you have to tell somebody the very first day, but as you're growing together, there should be more openness. If you're keeping something specifically and you can't share that, it's like it's cancer. It really is, because it's
Right.
eventually going to become something that is either you can't deal with it because you're like, oh my God, I really got to say something. Or
You gonna
it's
flip
gonna
up.
be, or it's gonna be something that comes out later on in some other fashion, and then
When
you have
you're
to
drunk.
explain yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so if you can't do that, and the person can accept you for who you truly are and the things you've been through, or whatever, then it's not gonna work anyway.
It's not
Yeah.
worth it.
You just chalk it up for what it is. It's gonna
That's a
be.
waste of
It'll
money,
be
waste
a
of
short term
time.
thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You just gotta be real. If you're like, you meet somebody
Not
like, man, I like him, but I can't tell him certain. I'm gonna just keep out the fact this, and I'm not gonna do this. Then you just gonna be with him for a short time. Just appreciate it for what it is. Know
Try to
who's
get
in
that
your
deep.
life for seasons and who's in your life for
4 seasons.
That's why they
Lifetime.
married today,
Four
and then
seasons of
tomorrow
happiness.
they broke up.
Like Boys to Men, 4 seasons of happiness.
Oh, here
A
you go.
loneliness.
All right, boys to men over here. I see you over there grooving.
Hey.
He be grooving, y'all. Y'all need to see his dances. They be killing me.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my daddy when he be doing his dance. You know what I'm saying? My daddy be doing this. My daddy
He
be
said
doing
all
this
you had to
dance
do is do
every
2
time.
steps.
Oh, I see
You
him.
gotta
Okay,
keep it
hold
right
on,
here.
let's
You
get
gotta
you in
keep
there.
it right here, son. If you don't keep it right here, you gonna mess your life
Yeah,
up.
you can keep it right there in that middle, like, just like that.
You gonna mess your life up if you don't keep it right here.
All right, let's get to the nitty gritty. We got 17 minutes left on the
I've
show.
been waiting.
Yeah,
I've been
you know
talking
something
about all this.
What's the farthest you sexually you can go?
Okay,
That's
let
the
me
question?
let me
That's
replay what he just said, because he kind of messed that up a
That
little
was
bit.
like
Hey, guess what? I don't care.
said-
Ladies and gentlemen in the building,
he said it backwards.
what
my
is the furthest you would go
Sexual.
sexually? Bam.
That is the key.
Or shall we build into it? Let's have a checklist
Look,
of
the
things
pissing
that.
thing,
How you
what
gonna
put
start?
out there? The pissing thing. That's a no go. That's a no go for me.
So no golden showers for you. So
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. I'm just
So
gonna
you're
put
not
that-
pulling R. Kelly's.
No, I'm
Okay.
not pulling no R. Kelly. Even though I
Unless-
look like R.
only-
Kelly, but I don't go that far.
Oh,
you know what I
he's
mean?
apparently King Takeshi looks
Alright.
like R. Kelly.
If
Yeah.
you throwing 500 yen on me with them golden shower like that, that's the only thing.
500
Oh,
yen.
Oh, he's like if they make it
Oh,
rain
okay.
some
If you
money,
make it,
Okay,
make it
alright.
rain
rain,
money with the
some
with the
gold
P,
type.
then he'll be a little bit more
Pennies too.
entitled.
Oh, no pee, no pee. That's the only golden shower. Them coins falling. That's it.
Oh man.
Oh, I thought you meant like the P and the money.
Nah. Oh, nah.
Yeah.
Y'all got me
You know what?
messed up.
This P isn't so bad when you got money.
And
being
if you
thrown.
guys don't know what a 500 yen look like,
500
it
yen?
look pretty gold to me.
Fountain of youth. You know what I mean?
So, nope. So nobody here would allow that. What about in the shower? Like when people pee in the shower?
Listen,
Like-
that happened
no.
one
If
time.
somebody-
That
somebody
happened
pees
to
in the
me.
shower with you.
That happened to me a long time ago. I was showering with somebody. I'm not gonna shout out no names, but I felt it was hot. I would think I was in Puerto Rico. It was hot as hell. So you take cold showers. So then I
Oh,
felt
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
over here rub a dub, soap,
Yeah,
all
I'm
that
trying
good
to get
stuff.
wet, you know?
Next thing you know, I felt this warm shit on my foot, hit my big toe.
Oh.
Next thing you know, I looked at her. She smiling.
Look,
Told her, get the heck
look
out of
over
this
here.
shower before I jab you in your face.
I've had somebody tell me that in the like I was taking a shower with somebody and they're like, "Yo, I'm gonna just let you know I'm about to pee like right now." Like,
That's just fucking
Look at-
natural, anyways.
Pee in the back of the shower, not on me.
nah, it was. I mean, he wasn't peeing on me. He was just giving me like that courtesy. Like, yo, I'm like, all right. I mean,
I aim for
in
the
the shower, you know what I'm
aim
saying?
for the, what
Rinse
is that?
off.
The drain. Aim for
That's
the
just
drain.
And that's natural. That's
you
natural.
can drink pee if you're like in the desert and you're
listen,
dehydrated.
we ain't talking about
listen,
that.
listen.
That's a
I got enough money in my pocket.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I got enough money in my
Would
pocket.
you
I would
drink
not
pee?
drink pee. No.
Or does everything
Heck no.
does everything have a price? Would you guys do it for money? If
No.
somebody
No.
said, "I want to
No.
pay you, Losa, I'm going to pay you
How much we talking?
$5,000 if I can pee on you."
Who
Oh,
is it?
I'll buy
Who
me
is
a
it, though?
reverse
Who is it?
osmosis
Matters who it
machine.
is.
Oh,
anyway.
it's so it. But
It matters who it is.
okay,
Absolutely.
so let's say Jennifer
'Cause I'm
Lopez.
nasty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You'd be like,
That's
would
why
you
I
do it
that
for free?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's J-Lo.
it does. So it depends on the person.
Absolutely.
Oh no, I'm buying a reverse osmosis machines. See, you can pee in the machine, turn it into water.
Okay, we just.
It's futuristic stuff.
What you mean? It's
All right,
not
we
futuristic.
wait. Wait,
Hey,
Would
that's
you
what
let
happens all
Would you
the
let
time.
Charlie Sheen piss on you?
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen?
No, I'm not really. No,
Denzel
not really a Charlie
Washington.
Sheen girl.
Even though he got
who would I,
AIDS.
Denzel Washington? No, Idris Alba.
You
Let me
know,
tell
yeah,
you.
you gotta
We-
do
I
it.
might not have any limits with him. I'm gonna just put that out there.
See,
Wow.
it matters. Who
It just
is.
it does. It absolutely matters who it
Absolutely
is.
'Cause if
It
you're
is.
nasty, you're
Absolutely
nasty.
matters who it is.
No,
For
it
me, it
doesn't.
does.
For the guys, hold
Not
on.
for
How about
me.
pee together?
What?
Pee together, not pee on you.
Pre together
see,
at the same time?
Be together.
Like, have a bathroom break.
Just be together.
Yeah, you talking about a bathroom break?
Okay, so we're
That might
talking.
be cool.
Okay, well, let's go on some more.
Would you eat the ass?
Eating ass.
No.
Oh boy, the other
Depends
one.
No.
Eating ass.
No.
Eating ass.
Yeah, if it's my girl,
I
absolutely.
me as well.
If it's J-Lo,
Listen,
I'll.
if
She,
why
if she
not?
bad as
Why
hell,
not?
I'm sucking the fart out of ass.
Make sure I don't drink after any of y'all.
it's too.
No.
I'm just saying if you're
No.
with somebody and you
You
have a
don't eat
relationship,
ass.
I'm not saying everybody in the street. I'm saying we're talking about with the right person.
Hell no.
No
with
limits.
with your think about the one person like Rihanna or whatever your person is, right? What is your limits with this person
None.
to
If
go?
she ate a burrito that night, she ain't getting none of that.
She
ain't
ain't gonna get none of that. Period. You know what I mean, that's just not.
Nah, no limits.
Anal
No
penetration.
limits.
Gentlemen.
Been there, done that.
Gentlemen, giving or taking.
Whoa, there.
I'm saying, guys, like
I'm about to
some
curse
guys
like a mother in this mother.
Some guys like a little booty hole play,
Nah.
like a like
Nah.
Finger.
like just on the outside,
Oh, yeah.
nothing in the inside.
You can-
Okay,
you know
so
what I'm
that
saying? You can
okay.
toss a salad. You know what I mean?
Rosa is
It's all
open
good.
for anything.
No, we're talking about
I
like
had
a girl
eat
doing
my
it to
ass
you.
Before,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah, so
I'm
he
not
said
re-
yeah.
I don't
I'm
mind.
not. No.
He said yeah.
I don't mind.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. Some guys, it just depends on the guy.
I
Not,
mean, I ain't gonna be out there spread legs like that. You know?
You never know if you didn't, experience
Listen.
it.
Look, if I really
She can
rock
eat the
with
gooch.
you, hey, I'll
the man gooch.
the gooch, the little booty hole, the balls, dick. If I'm really rock with you, I'm not saying this for everybody now. This ain't like a everybody type
That's
of thing.
nasty.
That's the main idea here. It's
But-
not for everybody.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
For the
we're
right
talking about
person.
levels to like sexual. Like I really don't necessarily have. I'm gonna
I'll
be
look at a
careful.
girl
I-
different.
no,
I will
no,
look at.
I
a
I
girl
don't
different.
have
I ain't gonna lie,
limits to a like. I really don't want to be crapped on. So that's a hard
I
no.
laugh.
That's a hard no. Fisting's
so
a hard
like-
no.
When-
Fisting is like a hard no too.
So what if you like 10 years into a marriage and he's like, look,
Fisting, yeah.
look.
You talking about
Jen,
putting the fit-
you know,
Yeah, have you seen those? Like that just doesn't
Damn,
look like
that's-
it feels
you
good.
wouldn't, you wouldn't
Your
consider
porno
it at
streaks
all
are
if you
crazy. What you be looking up, girl?
Yo, different
I be trying to
things.
stay away from shit like
Nah,
that.
but I'm saying though, like some of that stuff is
Fisting.
crazy.
Fisting.
Yeah, like
damn.
yo, I mean, people do it.
Put this microphone in you, I guess.
People do it. I mean,
I mean,
people,
I've seen some crazy stuff, but
Yeah.
fisting-
oh, I saw that one,
Shout out to Zach.
What?
Man.
but that wasn't. I think
Shout out to
Cody
this
showed
man. I don't
it.
even know what
Shout
he
out to
talking
Zach.
about.
I
man.
sure-
He talking
Okay.
about put two fists.
Okay,
He
Bestjoggers.com.
jabbing in the hole.
sometimes
shoot.
What?
Sometimes porn is more like not made like not for like
She that loose,
sexual
though?
purposes.
Like,
you
really,
you
that's-
watch it to be like, oh my god, I can't
That
believe
shit-
they're doing
that
that.
sounds
It's not
crazy.
like I'm sitting there like, oh my
That's
god,
no feeling.
I can't
Like,
believe
who,
they're doing
who
that.
wanna
No,
beat that.
somebody there
Probably
was
put
a
his head in
video that was there's a video of like
He put
a
his
guy
head in?
going like this to this girl's right.
No, it was another dude.
It was a dude.
It was another
It was a
dude.
dude.
I
It
ain't
was
nah,
another-
man.
It was,
What?
it was,
So
it
it's
was
like-
another dude.
it was a fist.
Yo,
Now they-
bestshockers.com, yo. I'm trying to tell you.
yeah.
You gotta,
No.
Clarify
you,
it.
you serve, right? These are the people you serve the country for.
Hey, he
crazy.
made sure he clarified it.
It's
No,
wild.
but you've never seen like somebody and be like, "Hey, look at this video," and then it
I'm gonna put that
and it's
blocked
like
on
boom,
my
boom,
Yeah,
boom, and
like-
you're like, "What is that?" And
yeah,
you're like,
you know?
"Oh, it's too late. I can't
I'm
unsee
gonna
it."
block the hell out of that website.
It's crazy.
Okay,
bro.
so you guys would
Funny how he
not.
clarified though.
So wait. Let's clarify.
He said, "Nah."
King, let's clarify. Would you fist someone?
No.
Does that interest you?
No,
I'll try it.
You'll try it.
no,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Whatever.
It don't interest me at
I
all.
don't. I'm not. For me, like
She gonna wow the
somebody
heck
coming
out
up
of
to
me.
me saying like, "Hey, can I?" I'd be like,
No, I can't.
I don't know about
If she could take it all the way to the elbow, that's a wow. That's like,
I mean, I've done some crazy stuff like the cock ring, you know what I'm saying? But that was
That was my rendition of fisting, by the way, like this. Okay, so fisting. Okay, what
fisting's
about?
out of the question. Cock rings, I can do a cock ring though.
Okay, so toys.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys are cool with toys. What about public masturbation?
I don't know about all
Public
that.
sex? Can you do public
Public,
sex?
public
Does that
sex,
count?
yeah,
Sex?
public sex. I'm good
I
for
wouldn't
that.
say public masturbation.
But no,
Public masturbation.
is-
I saw
That's
somebody
weird.
jacking off in a park. No,
That's weird.
This
What?
guy, we were all chilling in the park.
jacking off.
And
in
how
the
we're
park?
old were you?
drinking.
Were you a little kid?
No,
That's weird as that.
no. This happened. I was a grown up. This was like maybe 3 years ago. Type like okay. So we're
Japanese
sitting in
dude?
the park. We're sitting in a park. Let me go with my story. Stop cutting me off. Excuse me. We're sitting in the park, and they were all drinking, and we're sitting on one end. This Japanese guy comes walking through. He had like house shoes on, and he stops kind of like in the distance, maybe like let's say like I don't know what distance wise, like across the street, like about 2 streets, about 2 streets up. And we're looking, and he stops behind this pole, and you just see him like his arm is he's just jacking his dick right there, and we're all like, does he not know where? And he's not facing us; his back is turned towards us. I'm like, does he not know? We know what he's
park
doing.
was you at?
We were in Yokosuka.
Oh,
We're in
Yokosuka,
Yokosuka, Japan.
Okay.
It's just the guy across, like sitting across from us, is just like going
Starts jacking
ham.
up.
We're like,
Oh, that happened to me.
yeah,
Oh, in
I
the
was sitting right
Philippines.
there, for real.
are in-
Oh, in the
Philippines?
Philippines, a guy was
Oh
jacking
my
off, and looking at
God.
me in front of me, like was and I opened
And
my
he
eyes.
was
It was on a
smiling.
ferry.
These Asians is crazy. Hey,
Hey, they bold. They bold.
I did see some wild. I did see some wild stuff.
Oh, and then I
heard-
did
I
see
heard
the girl getting her coochie ate in the club. We talked about that.
Yeah. That was wild too.
Why is this?
That's-
Why every time I
that's
get
like
on
swamp ass.
some crazy porno site, right?
Uh-huh.
I see Asians getting like demolished on the train full of people.
Yeah, it's public.
I heard
It's
that,
like a
I heard
thing,
they
right?
Like that stuff. out
Yeah. I was in Tokyo. Wait.
You know what I
like
think it
4
is?
months
Because-
ago, and dude was watching porno like on the train.
Conservative.
Like it was loud too. He had no shame. He had no shame. He had the thing all the way up, and I had the headphones on, and I was like, "Yo, is the radio playing? Is that on the radio?" Because I took the thing off and say, and I looked.
So public sex, you guys.
Dude, he got that screen. Yo, he bring
Public
the screen up.
sex is
Public sex is
Yeah,
yes
I'm
for
all about
everybody.
public sex. You know what I'm
Public
saying?
sex, but
Beach
public
cheeks,
masturbation, no.
there. Nah, heck no.
Hey, everybody needs to try Beat Cheeks.
Okay,
Island.
so people public masturbation, you're like, no. Okay, anal. People said yes
Thumbs
for
up.
giving,
Give
but
it.
not for taking.
No taking.
no taking.
But a little
Is it
a
no
little
limit?
booty hole play.
No, I'm not.
A little
getting-
booty
I had
hole
a girl,
play.
you know, eat
Hold
my
on.
ass
We'll talk
one
about that
time.
later.
You know what I mean?
What are we talking about?
But
right now?
I'm going down the list of the things we've talked about.
No homo.
Okay, what about
sounds kinda
being like tied up? What about
I got a
Actually, I
S&M?
like tied up. You know what I mean?
S&M. I mean, I'm
got a
straight up
question.
like
I'm into
S&M.
S&M. I'm
You
into
cannot
S&M.
tie me up.
I got a
I don't tie the
I
girl.
don't want my legs tied. I don't.
I
mind
don't
my
tie the
arms
girl
tied,
up.
but
You know
my
what I'm
legs-
saying?
my legs
Blindfolded
have
her.
to
You know what I'm
be-
saying? Get in. Yeah. I'm into
Okay, what
S&M. I
about
like that.
what about like whips?
I don't like
You smack
whips.
me.
Nah.
We
I-
have a
Not
problem.
for me.
Nah, nah.
Yeah.
I'll
What
do
about
whips.
what
I'll
about giving?
do it.
You'll do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah, I'll
taking
whip
it.
a girl.
whip the sh-
What about smacking in
Yeah,
the
I
face?
smack-
Like
yeah, I
smack
smack
a girl in the
girl.
Oh, yeah,
face.
we
Yeah.
get rough.
Yeah.
That's regular.
Smacking.
Okay, so
choking.
we're checking on that one. What
Yeah.
about spitting? Spitting.
I don't know about spitting. You probably get your ass
You know, I'm
whooped.
kind of
You know what?
opening
I
up
did-
to
I
that.
did spit in the
Actually,
Nah, you
White
probably
girl
get your
mouth.
ass
Right.
whooped. If
Spit
a
in the
girl
mouth.
say-
I mean, you guys are making out. You spit in the mouth. It's like the same thing, right?
spit in the face. I mean,
Spit in the mouth.
You might get pimp. You might get pimp slapped.
And rub it in.
I don't understand, but she was like, she was calling for it. I was okay.
Spitting on genitals. You know, get
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
wet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If
Yeah,
she
that's-
don't spit, she don't lick.
Hey, she ain't doing. Yeah, she ain't doing it right.
She don't lick.
Probably,
if
yeah.
She can't spit.
Put hair pulling, all that
Swallowing.
She is a must.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
go down
yeah.
the girl and you know getting her to do you're all up in there.
stuff. Yeah.
And as you know, for guys, swallowing. Do you swallow, M? M, do you swallow? DJ M,
Clear,
do you
clear throat.
swallow?
I'd rather not.
DJ M, have
Hey.
you swallowed?
That's another question.
Alcohol with alcohol. Yeah.
Question diversion.
Whatever
I like
can get it down, I swear.
Hey,
Yes,
that's why
I
you-
have.
That's
I
why.
have. I have swallowed some kids in my
keep it
past.
Hey, that's why you gotta get the pineapple juice. You know what I mean?
No.
Pineapple juice. Okay. I
Keep it
see you.
sweet. Keep it sweet.
Why,
You know
why
what
is it that when you swallow, you automatically try to find some drink?
I mean? Because it's salty.
She got to use the bathroom.
it's salty.
She got to use the bathroom.
Let's try
Like
to
right
hold it
after.
in.
Give it to your back.
Okay, what about this is kind of extreme because we're talking about the lengths you would go sexually. What about like blood? Like
Fuck no.
cut, like
No.
you know,
No.
like
No.
blood
No.
play, like
Whoa, whoa.
piercing,
I thought you were talking
anything.
about a woman on
Kind
a
of
period.
No.
That's
satanic
different.
rituals.
I'm just saying, some
Period?
people
No.
get off on that.
What?
Rainbow kisses and all that stuff. That's what you're talking about. That's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah, on a period. That's
Yeah,
cool.
rainbow kisses. No.
Okay, so period sex.
That has to be
Yeah,
in the dark with me. I don't know about that.
So you don't.
It
wanna
has to
see
be in
you
the
don't wanna
shower.
see
be
it.
just seeing a murder scene just go down.
It gotta be in the shower.
Okay, in the
the
shower.
shower.
What about you?
It doesn't matter where.
I don't care
He is
either.
savage.
I don't care either.
Shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
be
this man
honest.
right
Hey, yeah.
Savage.
Shout out to Low Soul.
Is it-
Hey,
well,
shout out to
Low
my
soul.
ex.
being sex, I think it's very important when you build something with somebody to be, I'm not saying you have to do everything, but just to talk about it is really kind of fun because you can kind of see like the limits you can go with
Yeah.
somebody.
One of
Like,
my
you know,
homeboys said
I have been smacked in the face before. It threw me off. I wasn't ready because I was
You
with
ever had
a
strawberry
guy.
shortcake?
I don't know what that is.
My homeboy said he does. Like,
I don't know what
rainbow
what is
kisses.
that. You have to describe what that is,
So,
but
since you talking about blood and shit,
oh,
It's like
listen,
rainbow
listen.
kisses. That's the
No,
same
no,
thing.
Hey, listen,
we
listen,
got 3
listen.
minutes, y'all.
So you hitting it right, and then you're about to come. You come on her face and punch her in the nose.
Oh yeah, I heard. I heard that before. I heard that
There you
before.
go.
punched
Make
me
sure
in
it's
my
a white
nose.
girl so it could be a real strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. I heard.
What about the
Funny,
donkey
I never
punch?
heard
Yeah. I heard that before in
What
high
about
school.
the donkey punch?
I
You
heard
hit-
that.
I don't know if I'm ready to be like punched.
Yeah, listen,
Like a
listen.
smack, but a punch is like no.
Listen,
like
You blood in the face.
like I'm all like, oh, that was
So,
great, babe.
and then
Oh, that was so great.
So the donkey,
Oh my god.
so the donkey punch though. The
he got
donkey
ski in the
punch.
face. Ski.
Listen, the donkey punch, yo. I never did this, but I heard stories about this. You hitting the ass, right?
Okay.
And you tell her you're about to come. Oh my god, baby, and then you hit it really hard, right? I mean, like try to go for her Adam's apple, right? So she goes he, and then you punch her in the back and honk.
Oh my god. Okay, no punching. Okay,
No punching anything.
no fists in. Okay, this is gonna be my hard no. No fists in the bedroom, whether it be fisting or being punched by a
No.
fist. Open hand, like smack. Okay, because it happened to me one time. Guy I was like, it just kind of threw me off a little bit, but I was like,
You
oh,
like
okay.
it, though.
I got one more.
All right,
I got for you
I
ladies.
can do this.
If you never had a real orgasm, when you're about to have an orgasm, tell your man to choke you until
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
almost
was just
pass
about to say
out.
that,
In
yeah.
the middle of your orgasm, your
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
will like. I heard it'll.
It's an
lap
out of
and
it's an
lap
out of
and lap.
body experience.
Skyrocketing?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, while you're about to die, Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, out of body. I don't mind being choked a little bit, you know
That's
what
what
I
I
mean?
heard. Bro. That's what I heard.
Yeah, you just gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
A choking, I like it. Though.
Well, okay,
Hey,
well
you don't
that
want to do like this because you leave marks. You do it.
well,
like this.
y'all, we're gonna have to talk about all these wonderful sexual.
No rainbow kisses
things.
for me. I don't do rainbow
No,
kisses.
no donkey punching me. Like no,
No
Hee
punching
haw.
No,
anything.
no,
No
no
punching,
eating girls
period.
on a period.
No fists. No. But this has been another evening, Saturday night on the Heat 76.1 Koza. It's your girl Jen.
Losa says Oyasumi Nasai.
Keaton Takashi said, "Go and get your tickets. Only make you wet." You know what I'm saying?
DJ Elm.
And see me at TK Cafe tonight.
Hey, yo, this is your boy DJ KR1. It is what it is. ZMB TV out here. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming
I
through.
only like the parts. I swear, I only like the parts where it's crazy, dog. That's
Yeah.
all I like. The parts is crazy.
engineer right there. He working hard too.
Already. Yeah, we appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? See y'all next Saturday, 7 to 8 p.m. 76.1 Koza, Okinawa's hottest radio show.
No soul.
Yo.